Over 100 years of serving this country. Barbados like a power company. From Christchurch to St. Lucie. Barbados like a power company. You can count on us.
Hello there, I'm Cassandra Crawford. Welcome to this edition of Energy Talks. Now, Barbados Light and Power is responsible for managing and maintaining a vast amount of infrastructure across our island. I'm talking 70,000 poles, 18 substations, 3 plants, which of course include the Clean Energy Bridge, battery storage systems, and solar PV panels. Today, we want to focus more on poles and lines. My guest and colleague is Dr. Nneka Archer. So Nneka, tell me a little bit about the work you do here at Barbados Light and Power.
So I have been at the company for 21 years, joined as a female engineer, into a male-dominated role. I would say male-dominated and supported after giving them a whole set of stress as a female. So now, from 2017, I was promoted to the role of engineer manager, responsible for T&D assets. And in that role, in my section, we're responsible for the inspection and developing maintenance programs for the assets.
Nneka, I want you to take the time to tell us a bit about the responsibility of property owners and that of Barbados Light and Power when it comes to overgrowth on our lines or poles.
So I want to extend, yes, property owners, and I want to extend to anybody responsible for landscaping. Now the responsibility is that get into the plant nurseries when you want to plant a tree, figure out if the tree is a dwarf tree or a tall tree, and then understand that there are alternatives for fruit trees. And that is where we have all of our issues. When we try to go and maintain the trees, because they get into the lines, we get in a lot of contention with residents and property owners who say, fruit trees are my livelihood, etc. But the more important thing is that the responsibility of the tree is the property owner to not let it get into the lanes. However, if it gets into the lanes, we encourage you to call us at 626-9000 so that we can go ahead and trim it safely.
People have been colliding with poles and causing them to come down along with power lines. Sometimes other poles in close proximity are affected. I need you to talk to us about that and the challenges it really creates.
I want to say that that's not a recent problem. We saw this problem happening. It manifested itself, we put some things in place and it died down. Recently now, it started back again. And last year we would have had a seminar to say, okay, hey, come in, understand, especially for the commercial operators, about power line awareness, high voltage awareness, about awareness of the height of your vehicle relative to the lanes. We spoke about safety, which is very important, which is the point I want to stress on today. So we don't want you popping down the power lines. We have a facility in place that you could call if you're transporting something you're not sure of the route, that you could call us and we could go and meet you and take you through the route.
And this is a route that would help them avoid
yes.
lines.
And if anything, we have to make any infrastructural changes, communicate with telecoms, then we could do that. So no, we don't want you popping it down, but accidents do happen. So when you pop down, we don't want you rolling.
No.
And the reason for that is okay, so the electricity is off. If you could call us at 626-9000, we can mobilize quickly. And if the electricity is indeed off, that provides us with an opportunity to dispatch and organize ourselves. Because I know on social media, people think it's just a matter of pushing back at the pole. But there's a whole set of stuff we have to do. We have to identify the grid number, get the location, go there, mobilize a contractor, do switching, make the area safe, etc. But the most important takeaway I want about the rolling power is if that line that came down was energized. You call us so we could safely de-energize. An energized power line is not anything to play with. When you see a line on the ground, at that point in time, don't try to be expert to understand if it's telephone, if it's anything. Just treat it as energized with 11,000 to 24,000 volts. Because if you get near that line, you can be electrocuted. We ask that you say 15 feet, but if you could say 20, 30, 40, 80 feet, stay as far away from the power lines and roll. So just to summarize, the popping down power lines and roll video, we don't want you popping it down, we don't want you rolling, and we want you, the public, to stay away from any line that you see on the ground because it's very dangerous.
We also got that safety tip all in one. And yeah, so no to
popping
down
power
and
lines
rolling.
And rolling, yes.
We'll see you next time on Energy Talks.